This is my informative speech. It is about the benefits of travel. Did you know that the benefits of travel are almost immediate? After only a day or two, 89% of people see a reduce in stress in their life. Many people don't believe that traveling can be beneficial for themselves. But what people don't know is that traveling can help people in many different ways. It can help you emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I chose to speak about the benefits of travel today because I love traveling. Traveling has always been a part in my life. I always go and travel. I don't always worry about the money aspect of it because I know I need to experience new things. And I think a lot of people do end up getting caught up in the money aspect of it just because it does sometimes cost a lot. But I think that people need to stray away from that sometimes and they need to experience new things together. Today, I'm going to talk about how traveling can provide the extreme benefits for you. The things that I'm going to address today are the educational benefits, how it can affect you as a person, and the memories and experiences that will be with you for many lifetimes. The first thing that I would like to address is the educational benefits of traveling. Like I said, many people can question what can be educational about going on vacation. When you think of vacation, you think of, oh, it's a relaxation time, I don't have to learn anything, I don't have to do school, I don't have to go to work, I don't have to do anything like that. Most people do not realize it, but according to Sage Journals, learning new things and personal enrichment have both been found to be motivators and desired benefits of travel. The learning effects of travel have been under research all these years. The two things I'd like to discuss about the educational benefits are the languages and the cultures. The first thing I'd like to discuss is the different languages. When you do go traveling, no matter where you go, even if you're going a couple states over or one state over, you do hear different languages, just like you do every day, maybe even in your hometown. It is a good thing to do. It's a good thing to experience because you can learn the new languages or you can even pick up little cues and things. Sometimes people, even when they do go traveling, they get a book on the language that is most spoken there, and they start going through and learning the things just so they don't feel out of place, or they don't feel like they don't know what's going on. And I think that says a lot about the educational benefits, just because you are, in a sense, now bilingual, and you can learn all those things, and you can experience it, and you can say that you did learn a new language, and you did pick up on some of the cues that you found. And languages actually kind of ties in with the culture that I like to talk about next. When you do travel, if you travel across the world, if you travel a couple states away, even if you travel to Texas or Florida or California, you will notice that the cultures are different. Cultures are different everywhere that you go. You'll be used to the culture that you do have in your hometown just because that's what you've been around. And when you do go traveling, you'll see the different cultures. You'll learn the different cultures, you'll learn all the different things that they like to do, you'll pick up on some things, and you may even like some of the things. And I think that says that you can educationally benefit from traveling just because you are learning about their culture and what they do and the languages that they speak and everything, and I think that's really awesome. I'd like to actually move on now. I'd like to talk about how traveling affects us personally. Even though you are learning new things, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect you personally. Vacation can affect you in any type of way. According to Wiley Online, people create, maintain, and change environment according to their personalities. I'd like to talk about the Big Five experiment that Julia and Franz conducted. They decided that they wanted to conduct an experiment on how traveling did end up affecting people personally and if it even did affect people personally. So what they did is they took two different groups of people. They took a controlled group that stayed at home and didn't do anything, and then they took another group that traveled and experienced new things. Before they went traveling, they took a test, and the test was the Big Five test. The test tested these students on agreeableness, openness to experience, emotional stability, extroversion, and conscientiousness. And they took these tests, they got the results, and they sent the people on the way, and then they had the control group at home. They did their traveling, and the control group stayed at home. And once they got home, they decided that they wanted them to take the test again so they could see the difference between the two groups. And the results that they found were actually pretty astounding. The control group that stayed at home, they were they weren't agreeable to new experiences. They weren't open to it. They were more introverted, they wanted to stay in, they didn't want to go out and experience new things. As to the people who went traveling, who went out, they were agreeable, they wanted to experience new things, and they wanted to go around. And I think that just shows that traveling does affect you personally. It can make you more open to things, more open to learning new things, experiencing everything, and I think that's a great thing. I would like to actually move on. Personality actually plays a huge role in how traveling can affect another. However, the memories and experiences that you have will be with you for a whole entire lifetime, even if you don't think about it. According to James Patrick from Sage Journals, it is found that taking vacations can contribute to subjective well-being because people have more opportunities to detach from their normal lives, such as their working environment, and they feel like they can control everything around them, and it opens them up to new things. I'd like to start off by the memories and bonds that you have. The memories and bonds that you have with people throughout your experience and your traveling is something that you can hold on to forever. I'd like to actually I'd like to show you guys. This is a family on the beach. They're running, laughing, having a great time. It looks like your standard picture for like a commercial or something, but something that I'd like to pull away from this is that they look like they're having an amazing time, but you can also kind of have a look into how they're having fun and how they're having memories and making those new experiences with themselves. And I think that's a really great thing, because when you do travel with people, even if it's like your friends, your colleagues, and or your family, you are traveling. You made that leap to take that vacation or go somewhere, and you're experiencing all the educational things, like I said earlier, and the cultural things, but you're also making new memories with those people. You're going out and doing things. You're not in your room like you would be maybe at home. You're not in the normal routine that you have, so you're more inclined to go out and do things, which means that you'll have maybe those inside jokes with your family and friends and colleagues, or those special bonds that make it feel like you're more linked together. Something else I'd like to discuss is when you do go on vacation, you're more away from social media. You're not so attached to your phones. Yes, of course, you are sharing what you are going on because you think it's amazing and you think it's fun, but you're not so attached to your phone and always buried in your phone. You're more open and out and making those memories with those people, making those bonds, and experiencing those new things. And I think that's a great way to get away from the social media, because we are kind of tied up in our phones. No matter what age we are always on our phones, maybe communicating with someone or talking to work or something. And I think going out and experiencing the vacation and the traveling gives you those memories and those bonds away from the cell phone, which is an amazing thing these days. At the end of the day, I do think traveling has many different benefits, like I said. To summarize, I'd also think that traveling can benefit you, like I said, educationally, culturally, and personally. I think it has many benefits to everyone, even if you don't like traveling as much. I think it helps you get out of your comfort zone. And what I would like for all of you to take away with you today is that 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. Mark Twain said this, and I think it's very important to take that away with you, because a lot of people are more inclined to stay in and not wanting to go out because they don't want to spend the money or they don't want to take the time away. But I do think it is important to take the time away to do all of those things with your family and your friends, or even with yourself. Just experience new things, and you'll find that you're more open to life, and your life will maybe even increase. Like I said, it affects you personally. You'll learn new things, and you'll think about the culture, and you may even find like a new path that you'd like to go down. And I think that traveling can affect you in amazing ways, and I hope that you journey out a little bit more. Thank you, everyone.